Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel, Baddison Intuitive Tarot. In today's reading, I'm taking a look into your romantic love life for the week of March 2024. I'm going to pull a 7-card spread, see who you're dealing with this week, whether it's a new person entering your life or a returning love, or someone that you're already dealing with and you're just curious about how your week is going to look like between the two of you. Whichever your status is at the moment, Gemini, I will try my very best to see what you can expect overall for the week ahead with whomever you're dealing with. All right, so let's begin. Please, universe, tap into the energy of Gemini today. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. What's going on in Gemini's life this week? What can they expect with whomever they are connecting to? What's their story together? How will it unfold for the week ahead? Please share whatever they need to hear so they can prepare for anything. Gemini, love, March 2024. What is their weekly tarot forecast? 2 more shuffles, please, for Gemini. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful Geminis. All right, let's first dive into the person that you could be dealing with this week and get a look at how they feel about you. We have Temperance, major arcana for Sagittarius. Their intentions with you. The 4 of Wands, fire energy again. Their behavior towards you. The Death card, Scorpio energy. Your feelings towards them. The 2 of Swords. The challenge. The 6 of Cups. Is it focusing? Make sure you can see the card. And your potential weekly outcome, Gemini. The Lovers. Who else got this? Taurus got this as their weekly outcome too. So you might be a cusper or you're dealing with a Taurus. I just did their reading. Your advice. 7 of Pentacles. And the overall energy that supports your week, Gemini. The 8 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. All right, so what I'm seeing here is that you've got somebody here that is intending to be in a relationship with you, intending to be there for you in the hopes that you'll be there for them. But something's going on with the two of you this week where you may be kind of at the edge of your seat, contemplating whether or not you just want to leave the situation alone and go in a different direction or give it, more of your time and effort. I feel like I have a Gemini that is at the point in this connection where you may feel like you've given this person a lot of your emotional bandwidth, but you feel like at the end of the day, you're not being left with much to go off of for all that effort. And you may be feeling like you can't trust this person with your heart anymore, Gemini, with that 7 of Swords being here. You may feel like you're dealing with someone that is very avoidant. They don't tell you when they're bothered by something. They don't tell you when they are feeling some sort of way in order for you guys to work through it together. Instead, you may feel like they just ignore you for a day or two or a week or two and then come back when they feel like they've sorted it all out on their own, leaving you with so many unanswered questions, leaving you feeling like something you did was the problem when it wasn't you. You're feeling kind of stuck on what to do here, Gemini, and you're looking for some guidance, I feel. With the 6 of Cups as the challenge, you feel like something keeps on repeatedly happening over and over again with the two of you. You guys feel stuck with each other. You feel because of the deep soul bond connection you guys have with each other, it's really hard to let each other go. You may be feeling like you're going through a karmic lesson with this person and you're trying to figure out what your guides want you to do next in relation to the situation. Whether to continue giving it your all in the hope for the best or to just block it from your life. You're kind of like not wanting to look at it this week. You're in the energy of, I don't want to deal with this right now. I got this going on. I got my kids. I got my work. I got this. I can't be worrying about someone else's emotional regulation. Because you got someone here that's wanting to work something out with you, is wanting to work out a deal, wants to compromise with you, wants to get on the same page as you. But there's this energy, Gemini, of you feeling like things have gotten too far into the point of no return in regards to how you want to handle this. You're in the energy of now you want to make up, now you want to work on things, now you want to be open with me, now you want to talk to me. That's what I'm getting off of you, Gemini. You're in this energy of now that my back is turned and I feel like I feel defeated, now you want to stop me. Why couldn't you just been like this before I got to this point? Why did you have to let me get so emotionally drained and tired before you could come towards me with what I wanted all along? You see, the 8 of Cups is you trying to find that 9th cup, Gemini. You feel like everything's been piling on in regards to your emotions with this person, and you feel like you don't have a partner who's been helping you sort through all those piled on emotions. Just like a partner who's living with their spouse and feels like they're the one carrying all the household work, household chores, taking care of the kids, taking care of the mental load, and feels like their partner just shows up when it's convenient and then, you know, takes off whenever they want. You know, you've got someone that wants to have a relationship with you, wants to build a life with you, but you feel like it's benefiting them more by being in your life than you being in their life at this point. This person is saying that they would like to change. They would like to go through the transformation to be a better person for the relationship. But based off of the Six of Cups and the challenge, you may feel like you've heard that before and it still comes on repeating the old past. But with the Lover's card in the weekly outcome, it feels like I have some Geminis here that has so much love for their person and knows their person loves them back that you may look at this a little bit closer before making any final decisions, but I do feel like a decision is being made by you this week. For some of you Geminis, there could have been other people involved. As I see in the far background, these two people trying to love each other, but always someone else trying to break them apart. But then I have a group of Geminis that may have already been with this person for a while, and you guys have a lot of history together, a lot of tears, a lot of good times too. But with the Seven of Pentacles being your advice, Spirits really want you to really look at the relationship carefully and take stock of, you know, the time and energy and resources you have invested in this connection, and ask yourself, have you been getting the same energy in return? Are you making good on your investment? Or do you feel like you're wasting your freaking time and just putting yourself through unnecessary emotional stress? So I have a Gemini here that is like being faced with an opportunity to work something out with their partner. But when the Six of Cups is in the challenge position, I reverse the energy, and the Six of Cups in reverse is the energy of I don't want to repeat the past. If we can't get past the past, then I'm just going to stay stuck, and I don't want to stay stuck. If you're able to look forward to the future and grow with us and evolve, then we can make it work. If not, leave me alone. It's kind of what the energy I'm getting off this Gemini. You're like, I love you, I do, but I gotta love myself more. So if you're not like a partner to me, you're a liability, you know? Let's just clarify. I want to see what's going on. Whew. For some reason, I felt the energy of Gemini's reading going to be an intense one. I just knew it. I should have refreshed my coffee. Man, Gemini, you guys seem to go through a lot of changes. Sometimes you have an easy week, but then other weeks you're like, oh, here we go again. But you look happy here. So let's see. All right, tell me why this person feels the Temperance card for Gemini this week. This person wants to work something out. I can see it, but at the same time, is it too little, too late? Why is Temperance here? The Chariot, Cancerian energy, and the Page of Wands. This person's coming to you with a whole new outlook on things. This person's coming towards you with a peppier energy, looking like they're more optimistic about the future ahead. But it's like you're in the energy of, well, I'm glad you're feeling optimistic now. Thank you for finally showing up. But now that you're finally feeling positive about the situation, now I'm the one that's feeling like, what am I getting myself into? That's what I'm getting off of you, Gemini. It's like you're switching back and forth. You're going back and forth. How you were feeling about this connection a week ago is now the complete opposite. It's like you're opposing yourself, especially with that Sagittarius energy, because that's your sister sign. That's your opposing sign. You may be torn between, you know, working something out with this person, or just showing them a different side of yourself, showing them the other twin, and just piecing out and saying, you know what, I deserve better. You know, no shade on this person. It takes two to tango. It takes two to have a bad relationship. Their intentions are good, but I am getting where you're tired, Gemini. And this is your reading. You know, if I were to be doing their reading, I would be able to see how they feel about you and how you're showing up in the reading and how you're showing up in their life. But since this is a Gemini reading, my focus is on what you're getting yourself into. And that's why I'm focusing on you. So let's take a look at your feelings. Because with the Chariot being there, for some of you, this has been a long distance relationship and it's gotten really dragged out where someone's feeling hopeless in a situation. And for others, if it's not long distance, someone has just been acting very emotionally distant, leaving somebody feeling like they've been single all this time. And now someone's like, all right, I'm ready to be your partner now. And it's now the tables have turned, it feels like. Clarify the Two of Swords for how Gemini feels about this person. I just glanced at the Death card and the Judgment card, but now I see the Death card and the Two of Swords. You see, the Two of Swords is like this. You got the Ace of Swords in the upright, and then you got the Ace of Swords in reverse. That's the Two of Swords card, okay? And it normally shows a woman with a blindfold over her eyes. You know, the Ace of Swords is saying, this is the truth, this is what I need to do. And the Ace of Swords in reverse is the lies that we tell ourselves to make sense of something. But there's always a third perspective. If you ever look at the Two of Swords card, you'll see an image of the moon. The third perspective can be found by using one's intuition. You know, something is not yes or no, or black or white. There's a third alternative option here, which could be telling me, instead of saying yes, we'll work it out, or no, we can't work it out, maybe the middle area is, all right, how about we not say we're together, but not say we're not apart, and work on building some trust with each other over time, like a little temporary reconciliation sort of thing to see if it's going to work out, so everyone has the right expectations, something like that. I don't know. It's telling me that there's a third perspective here for you to look at, because both options you don't like. Being with this person you don't like because you feel like you have to punish yourself through this ordeal, and then leaving them you don't like because you love them. Both options leave you feeling like ugh. Four of Pentacles, you're being protective right now. You're definitely playing it safe. You are trying to stay optimistic at times, but then there's other times where that realist in you comes in and says, what are we doing here? Let's take a look at their intentions. Their intentions is the Four of Wands. That could be intending to return to a relationship or to continue the relationship. That could be moving in with each other, marriage. I don't know the extent of your connection. I don't know how long you have been dealing with each other or your backstory, but it's showing me that this person intends to be in a relationship with you, or intends to be more supportive. Why the Four of Wands? Six of Pentacles, the Strength card, and then I see the Eight of Cups right here. While your back is turned to the situation, Eight of Cups, this person is trying to come forward and show you that they want to give to the situation equally, Six of Pentacles. But it almost feels like you're wanting to say to this person, why are you waiting till my back is to the wall or turned against this relationship? Why wasn't this how you just naturally wanted to show up in the relationship as? Why did it have to get like this? For some of you, someone's past, trauma may have been playing a role in why someone was not able to give to someone the way that they wanted. Maybe someone was overcoming a childhood, wound. Maybe someone was still getting over an ex. Maybe someone didn't feel worthy because of their upbringing. Let's just see. What's the Six of Cups all about? Why the Six of Cups? Nine of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. Someone here, I feel like, does want a stable relationship, but I'm strongly getting that somebody here is needing to work on their own confidence, because whenever I see the Nine of Cups in the challenge position, I think of someone that, lacks emotional independence, may get codependent on certain things or behaviors if it feels safe for them. Like returning to past behavior because it's safe. Returning to past behavior because it's familiar. It's all they know. Things like that. But it's not bringing them the fulfillment that they're looking for. It's like someone's wanting to achieve the ultimate happiness, wants a long-term stable life, but maybe derailing their own plans because of fear of commitment perhaps, or fear of screwing up, fear of not being enough for you, or fearing that you're going to eventually see that maybe you could do better. This person's got some insecurities with that Nine of Cups in the challenge, because the Nine of Cups is that energy of being emotionally strong and not needing outside validation to feel love for oneself. But when it's in the challenge position, it's like someone depends on other people for validation, other people for, you know, worthiness. So it's like this person didn't feel worthy, but also is clinging on to you like tightly because you are familiar for them and someone that they gave their heart to. Even if they didn't give it to you in the way that you want it, they feel like they gave you their heart. I mean, the Death card is here in the behavior, and the Death card does talk about endings for rebirth. So we'll see what's going on. Let's take a look at the Death card. Or this could be them accepting something from you. Why is the Death card this person's behavior with Gemini this week? The Tower, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So with their intentions being the Four of Wands and the hopes of reconciling with the Temperance, they're being met with a very surprising realization that you are not as open to what they're wanting to see happen. At least not as, you know, at least it's not like it's like you're not like with open arms to this person this week. It's like this person's going to get a reality check that you're not as quick to be like, oh, sure, sure, sure. Good to hear from you again. Come on in. Let's talk. No, instead, they're being met with, you know, I did not ask you to call. What's going on? Come on, I got work. My lunch break ends in 10 minutes. What do you want? That's what this person's reception is going to be of you this week. Like, they're going to reach out to you and you might leave their text on read until you get off of work, or you're just not going to be as, you know, lovey-dovey in how you respond to their message. They're going to feel very lonely, very left out, feel like they're out in the cold by you. And that might be what's necessary for them to trigger some sort of change in the situation, because towers are really necessary when things are not stable. Towers come in to let us know what we're doing is not working out for us and we need to change stat. We need to change ASAP. And that's what the Death card is. Endings to new beginnings, you know? So let's take a look at your weekly outcome. Actually, first, I want to clarify the overall energy, because your overall energy is very important to me. It tells me where you got to this point. Because what I'm seeing here is you're not fully walked away from this person. You haven't fully walked away. You're still in this energy. You're still, you know, present. You haven't walked through those doors yet. So until you walk through those doors, this person could possibly, like, ask you to turn back around and talk to them. Let's see. Why the Eight of Cups? The Moon. And Three of Pentacles on the bottom. And then I see the Nine of Swords. You fear working together with this person again. You fear being on the same page. You fear that this person will show you support, Three of Pentacles, just to keep you from walking out that door. But then when you finally sit on the couch to connect with them, that's when they get comfy again and go back to old ways, Six of Cups. That's what it feels like you're scared about, Gemini. You feel like the moment, you know, you've cooled off and you're going back to cuddling with this person and lovey-dovey stuff, then all of a sudden this person's like, okay, good, Gemini's not going anywhere. All right, back to my old self, where I am being selfish, not worrying about Gemini's needs, returning to old past behavior, Six of Cups. That could be what I'm getting. You're scared that it's going to rinse, repeat, and the dish is going to pile up all over again after they wash them, you know? It's like a family member helping out with the house chores after you complain enough, but then they're only in that honeymoon phase for a week and then it goes back to leaving the dishes for you again. It's kind of like that energy. So let's take a look at the weekly outcome. They're giving me a lot of domesticated messages for your reading for some reason, which could tell me that you've lived with this person before, or there's been like talks about moving in together, and you're just picturing how it would look like if you were living with this person, where you'll almost feel like a roommate. Why the Lover's card for the weekly outcome? Ooh, the Devil. The Fool and the King of Swords. So I have a Gemini that's really eager to have a new beginning, and you're using your head this week. We're about to approach Aries season very soon, and this is Aries' major arcana. I have a Gemini that is using their head this week and not their heart. You're preserving your heart for the right person to come along and warm up your heart chakra. You're contemplating on whether or not you want to give this person another chance and have a new beginning, hit reset, start over. But then there's a part of you that's like, you know what? F it. I want something else. I don't want to feel like I have to like train someone to be the partner I need. If I meet someone who's meant for me, we should just be naturally aligned with each other and each other's needs and just complement each other. You don't want to Build-A-Bear boyfriend or Build-A-Bear girlfriend here is what it's showing me. No offense to the cross watch, but that's what wanted to come through, and I got to accept how it's delivered. It's like you feel like if it's the right person, it should just naturally, you know, go. I mean, there's always going to be complications in relationships. If you guys can work through it, great. If not, if you feel like you have to force something to work out, maybe it's your guides telling you to go in a different direction. So your advice, Gemini, is the Seven of Pentacles, and then I'll get your person's hidden feelings. Why the Seven of Pentacles for Gemini's advice? The King of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. They're wanting you to review this person's love offer to commit to you, to be in a relationship with you, and ask yourself if it's something that you can really count on and can really trust. And if you feel like this person has come back different, has come back changed, really wants to work together with you and not against you, give it another go. If this is what your heart wants you to do, even though I see you using your head. But for others, if you feel like this person's not in alignment with what you're needing for yourself, they're wanting you to know that there's another door waiting for you to open to explore. You're never stuck. You're never stuck. Let me get another card on the potential outcome, but I want to use my new tarot cards. Magician, Two of Cups. That's Gemini energy. That's Cancer energy. I might have a Gemini that's like, you know what? I kind of want to start anew. You might have a choice. There might be a third party involved here, where you're choosing from a past person and a new person already. And you're trying to reevaluate things. Queen of Cups. So continuing to clarify the outcome, I got the Queen of Cups. There's a lot of love here. A lot of love here. And then there's the Tower. So I feel like Gemini this week, it's going to be a very emotionally explosive week for you, where there's a lot of twists and turns and ups and downs and lefts and rights. And you're really going to have to hone in on your intuition for this to, you know, serve you, okay? And also use your head. So use all elements. Use your head, use your heart, you know, really feel it through, things like that. But that snake is possibly telling me that there's an ability for you to shed an old layer of self and try something different. All right? There's some sort of huge shedding going on here this week, Gemini, in regards to your love life, where you're peeling back old layers and feeling more refreshed in your energy. Because, Gemini, you definitely don't want to be in that energy. Okay? So let's get your person's hidden message. So it strongly feels like you're connecting with someone this week and you're like, here we go again. What do I do here? You know, do I let them go? Do I let them stay? Do I tell them to go pound sand? Do I, you know, try this again? You're exhausted. I'm getting exhausted, and I'm only like 23 minutes into your life. For zodiac signs that came through this reading today, I have Sagittarius, I have Cancerian energy, I have Pisces, I have Scorpio, I have Gemini. It could be any zodiac sign. Try not to focus on the zodiac signs. Please rock that like and subscribe button if you're a girl, and if you would like to book a private reading with me, Gemini, the link to my website can be found in the description box below this video. If this reading did not resonate, do check out your March Love Monthly. It's in my March playlist. Also, every weekend I go live with the All Signs Their Feelings for You spread, where you see my face, I interact with you, and I dive into your person's feelings for the next 7 days. I'll link up the most recent one I did in the description box. It's good for the 7 days. And I'll be doing a new one this weekend. There's so much unspoken between us. I need to tell you how I really feel. That's one of your person's hidden feelings cards coming out. I cheated you out of real love. I ghosted you because of my own insecurities. I said that earlier, not verbatim. I'm resisting my desire for you because it's too late now. We've grown apart and you moved on. For some, this person's feeling hopeless about even reaching out to you. Being apart has been more difficult than I can accept. All right, Gemini, that is for you. Kind of heavy, I know. Take it easy on yourself. Smile until your cheeks hurt. Do what makes you feel good. Don't worry about other people for right now. You need to take care of you. I'll check back with you in a few days for your next weekly update. I hope everything works out for you, and I wish you the best. Namaste.